Hello and welcome to this month's version of Agent Spotlight. We have the pleasure of having Victoria Appadale join us from the Kindale Group. Victoria, how are you doing today?
Doing wonderful, thank you.
Great. Well, I just want to start out with you kind of just talking about where you're from, who you are,
Yep.
and letting the audience, our agents, know kind of who you are.
Awesome. So, name's Victoria Appadale. I'm originally from California, born and raised, lived in Nashville for almost the past 18 years, so I actually consider myself more of a Tennessean than Californian, because I love it so much here. I'm a mom of 4, 3 girls that are up and out and grown and in their married stages, and then I have a 13-year-old son who plays hockey for the Junior Predators. So outside of my real estate life, hockey is running through me through and through. We live in the Brentwood area, and I've been with Reliant Realty for almost 3 years and been a licensed agent for 6.
Wow, that's a lot going on.
It is. It's always busy.
That's a full life. Tell us more about your team. I'm obviously very familiar with the Kindale Group. Just how many team members do you have? Maybe some of the people that are on your team?
Yes.
How long you've been running?
So the Kindale Group formed almost 3 years ago with Stephanie King, who is our Franklin broker, and we teamed up about 3 years ago. Just started off as a duo, and then we've just kind of organically grown over the past 3 years. We are now sitting at 7 agents, a few part-time, but most of them are full-time agents. A variety of experience from about 2 years all the way up to very experienced, and they all have their niches of who they work with. So we work individually but collaboratively as a group to just market ourselves and to our clients.
Excellent. So to segue into some other questions about your team, how do you all compartmentalize some of your roles? What are some roles on your team specifically?
So some of the roles on our team, Stephanie and I kind of take the role of team leads, to where we are the vision of the Kindale Group as far as branding, marketing, client appreciation events, and we all come together once a week collectively as a unit, and we talk about what's going on in our real estate world and what are the next steps. And we all work together to just be a collective group. But within that, Stephanie and I are we do a lot of the listings for our clients, but we also, work with buyers and just help all of our agents do their very best and perform at their top game.
Great. Well, obviously you all have a track record of success, and I know that last year was a historic year for you all in terms of sales and volume.
It was.
And it's already looking like another, historic year this year. Speaking to some agents who may be interested in starting a team and are kind of getting to that volume, just to kind of get in the weeds a little bit more about it. I know that you all have kind of by the book grown your team in terms of buyer's agent, So are you and Stephanie the only ones that take listing appointments for your team right now?
Not right now. We do have some of our agents that have come on a little bit more recently to our team, that they definitely came in with their own sphere. And so that is, that person's contact, and they're most comfortable with that agent. So we don't take all of the listings. So if you were on our team, Sean, and you had someone that knew, loved, and trusted you, and they wanted you to list their house, you're going to list the house, but it will be collectively under the Kindale Group. So it's pretty much each team member works their sphere, but Stephanie and I just kind of have a little bit of a larger sphere just with us working together.
That's awesome. And how many individuals are on your team now?
7 right now.
7, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And we have a transaction coordinator that we don't include in that.
Right, and that's a really important piece, right, when you have a team?
Absolutely. I cannot stress to you guys enough, when you are starting to get the volume to where you feel that you're spending a lot of your nights, weekends, catching up on paperwork, spend that money and invest it in a transaction coordinator. It will free you up to go and prospect more, to actually meet clients, and to get more business, and you will make more money.
Yeah, what I'm hearing, what I think is really important here is that Victoria is, articulating that there's a real importance in placing the team leaders to stay in a position where they can be visionaries, look from the top down, and that you all aren't in the minutia of the day-to-day transactions, showings, those types of things, right?
Absolutely, 100%. We all have to have our focus and our strengths, and that's what we really try to focus on. Is if work particularly well with a certain set of clients, that's who I'm going to be like the lead for that client. And if Stephanie kind of connects better with someone else, she's going to take the lead, because ultimately we want to have the success and the satisfaction of our clients and get them what they need in the real estate world.
So let's shift gears and talk about kind of the client side of listings and some of the things that we've talked about from an operations standpoint. The market has changed a lot over the last year, even as recently as the last couple of months.
Yeah.
What are you all seeing?
What we are seeing is that we call it a very normalized market, or normalizing, to where our clients that are sellers are definitely making money because the equity that they've earned over the past few years is still incredible. But we do have to prepare our sellers in understanding that it's not going to be all of the money being thrown at them. It's likely not going to be a multiple offer, and there are going to have to be some concessions from the seller side to get a very strong offer from a buyer, such as being negotiable, maybe with some closing costs, maybe paying down interest rate, because interest rates is something that we're chasing a lot. Being open to some inspection repairs, which we hadn't seen in the past year or two, but very normalized to where it's almost, we try to talk to it being a win-win for both sellers and buyers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. You have to be exactly correct in pricing your home right now.
Oh, 100%. If you overprice it, you're dead in your tracks. Like, that is something that we do have to talk to our sellers a lot about, because they've seen the trend of how Nashville's grown so incredibly aggressively in the past few years, and they're thinking sometimes they could price a little high, and we just have to show them the market trends of their neighborhood, of days on market, how much is it selling for list price versus sales price. So we have to educate them and say, what are your end goals? Do you want to sell fast? Do you want to sell for the most money? How patient are you? And then we try to meet in the middle and just figure out the best pricing strategy.
How detailed are you when you set that initial listing appointment when it comes to price? Do you make it a conversation? Do you bring a range to the table? How do you pose that conversation with your seller?
If it's been a house that we have not been in some time, we definitely look at the comps for the area, similar house of age, size, and location. But what we do look at is we have a range. Sometimes it could be from $20,000 to $50,000, and we go in with that, but then we tell them we're gonna look specifically at your house, what has been updated, what is in need of repair, and then we go back in, and then we usually kind of come up with a $10,000 to $15,000 range, talk to them, and then ultimately we try to empower our sellers to choose their price point, so that way we're guiding them, but they're the ones making that decision, so they feel very positive about that choice.
Okay, that's awesome. That resonates greatly with me, because one of the things that I say is I'm not here to dictate your price point. I'm here to have it as a conversation and come to a mutual agreement.
Yep.
But also, give them the disclaimer that we want to err on the side of being aggressive with our price, so that we're not overpriced and that we immediately get good interest.
100%.
Right? Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up with this or that again. Fun little game just to get to know Victoria a little bit more. So this is just rapid fire.
All right.
Just fire away. All right. Okay, Bluebird or listening room?
Bluebird.
All right. Frist or Cheekwood?
Cheekwood.
Green Hills traffic or I-65 traffic?
Oh gosh. Oh man. I'll say Green Hills. It's a shorter, painful time.
Loveless Cafe or Biscuit Love?
Ooh. We'll go Loveless.
Okay, me too. Honky Tonks or A Night at the Ryman?
Oh gosh. Probably depends. If you want energy, you're going Honky Tonks, but Ryman, that's so classic. So I'll go Ryman.
All right, tough one. Beach vacation or mountain vacation?
Mountains, 100%. They're beautiful.
Same. I think I know the answer to this one. Preds or Titans?
Preds all the way.
Yeah. Cumberland River disgustingness or Percy Priest Lake disgustingness?
Oh, so many choices. Let's go with Percy Priest because we have natural shores right there.
All right, good. All right, last one. Buyers or sellers?
Okay, I love both, so don't hold me into one, but I will say sellers because you just put in the work and then you let the money come your way.
I like that. It was a pleasure. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much.
All right, take care.